Hello all, my name is Aniket Dhongde. I am a University of Glasgow PhD student. The today's topic of my presentation is the role of selective pattern etching to improve the ohmic contact resistance and device performance of ALGAN GaN HEMTs. Applications. Today we know that GaN semiconductor based devices light up in cell phones, automobile, car, computer screen and LEDs and lot of many other. But nowadays, GaN research extends far beyond the optoelectronics and the lighting. This semiconductor material has given us GaN electronic devices that are replacing the microwave amplifier in mobile base stations because of their high frequency and power handling capability. The GaN have wide range of applications such as wireless communication, military and other communication systems, radar, satellite and space applications. Why GaN? Why we choose the GaN? We know that the GaN semiconductor has excellent properties over the other semiconductor materials like silicon, gallium arsenide, indium phosphate, silicon carbide. The GaN have higher band gap, which is 3.4 electron volts, which supports the high electrical field between the two terminals and translate much higher RF output power. Also, the GaN has excellent breakdown voltage, which is 3.3 megavolts per centimeter. The higher the band gap, allow higher the breakdown voltages. The GaN has low dielectric constant, which is 9, which is lower than the other semiconductor material. So it has a low capacitive loading, so we can increase the area of device at keeping the impedance same. In the end, the other best thing about the GaN material is good thermal conductivity. Means it means the heat it easily dissipate the heat which is generated in devices. Nowadays, mostly GaN-on device fabricated on GaN-on silicon carbide because the silicon carbide has an excellent thermal capability. Basics of the GaN HIMT. You can see on your left hand side the typical aluminum gallium nitride HEM structure is started with the substrate. The substrate, it can be silicon, silicon carbide, gallium nitride and sapphire. After that there is a transition layer, or we call it as a nucleation layer. Above it there is the GaN buffer layer. The typically buffer layer thickness is 2 microns, and above it the aluminum gallium nitride as a barrier layer, which is very thin. It should be around like 2 nanometers to 30 nanometers. The interface between the aluminum gallium nitride and gallium nitride, because of the polarization, the two-dimension electron gas is high density electron charge is formed. You can see the band diagram on your right hand side. Here is the aluminum gallium nitride as a barrier and gallium nitride as a buffer layer. The distance d is showing the aluminum gallium nitride thickness. Fabrication flow. I started the device fabrication with first alignment markers. After that, Misa isolation. Isolation we use to electrically isolate the device from each other. After that, the recess etching to etch the aluminum gallium nitride and gallium nitride 9 nanometers and 13 nanometers for my work. After that, I deposit the ohmic contacts and anneal ohmic contact metals and anneal at 800 degrees for 30 seconds, and in the end Schottky gate contact in between the ohmic contacts. Selective pattern etching. You can see that figure number A and B. So A is showing the shallow etching, which is 9 nanometer etch above the 2 dig, and figure number B showing the uh, deep recess etching, which is 30 nanometers etch below the 2 dig. And here are the 4 different patterns. The first pattern is the planar pattern, is compared with 3 different patterns: chase pattern, vertical and horizontal. All the pattern size is 2 micrometers. Contact resistance measurement and working of the device. The minimum contact resistance I observe for the horizontal pattern both in the shallow as well as deep recess etching. The minimum contact resistance is 0.32 observed in deep etching. You can see in the figure ABC. So A is indicating the shallow etching above the 2 day. Figure number B showing the deep etching is below the 2 day here, and the last one is the planar structure. The ohmic metals are top on the gallium nitride cap layer. IV measurement. The maximum saturation drain current of 1285 milliamps per millimeter was observed in horizontal pattern for a deep recess. If you can see in the figure number B is compared with the no pattern, which is around 200 milliamps more in horizontal pattern, the current saturation current we got. Transconductance and the threshold voltage of device. The highest maximum transconductance was observed on the device with the horizontal pattern, which give values of 284 millisiemens per millimeter and 296 millisiemens for a shallow and the deep recess etching respectively, and the measured threshold voltage of minus 4.1 volts observed in a deep ohmic recess. The leakage current. All the devices exhibit the lower leakage current for a deep pattern ohmic recess H compared to the shallow pattern ohmic recess H, where the lowest value is observed on the device with horizontal pattern ohmic contact. The value of lowest I got it 1.5 microamps per millimeter in a horizontal pattern depth H. In conclusion, the fabricated and the measured Algan GaN HAMS device using the 3 different pattern ohmic contact structure: chase, vertical and the horizontal. The lowest contact resistance of 0.32 was measured for a deep horizontal pattern structure. The highest maximum saturation drain current of 1285 milliamps per millimeter, maximum transconductance of 296 millisiemens per millimeter, and gate leakage current of 1.5 microamps per millimeter, which is better as compared to other fabricated pattern devices. The formation of sidewall area on Algan surface during the pattern etching process provides a better contact of ohmic metal, resulting in more tunneling current between the ohmic metal and the aluminum gallium nitride barrier, thus helps to reduce the contact resistance. The ohmic recess deeply play a vital role in reducing the ohmic contact resistance and improve the device performance. Thank you for listening.